Japan is one of the oldest countries in the world, with a rich history that dates back thousands of years. Here are some important facts about Japan's history, including when it was founded, who founded it, and how its early inhabitants came to be known as Japanese. The first people arrived in Japan around 30,000 BC. This is evidenced by stone tools found near Mount Fuji, suggests that humans had been living in the region for at least this long. However, most historians agree that the earliest record of human habitation in Japan dates back to 14,000 BC. The Jomon period of Japanese prehistory lasted from roughly 14,000 BC to 400 BC. It's named after the Jomon pottery style, which is characterized by chord patterns impressed on clay using natural materials like shells or bamboo. As a hunter-gatherer society, the Jomon people lived in small settlements and hunted wild animals and fish. They also gathered shellfish and nuts. During this time, the first villages began to appear in Japan. And towards the end of the Jomon period, rice cultivation was introduced to the country. The Yahoi period of Japanese history lasted from 300 BC to 300 AD. It was during this time that the first metal tools and weapons were introduced to Japan, likely by immigrants from Korea. Rice cultivation also became more widespread, leading to population growth and the formation of larger settlements. The Yayoi people were also known for their bronze mirrors and their unique burial practices, which often included the ritualistic burning of houses and the burial of valuable items. The Kofun period of Japanese history lasted from 300 to 538 AD, and is named after the large burial mounds known as kofun that were constructed during this time. These tombs were typically circular or square in shape and were used to bury important members of society, such as royalty and high-ranking officials. Some of these burial mounds are still visible today and serve as reminders of Japan's ancient past. During the Kofun period, Buddhism was introduced to Japan from Korea and China. This new religion had a profound impact on Japanese culture and would eventually become the dominant religion in the country. The Asuka period of Japanese history lasted from 538 to 710 AD. During this time, Buddhism continued to spread throughout Japan, and several important temples were built. The first written constitution in Japan, the 17-article constitution, was established during the Asuka period and is considered an important document in the country's history. The capital was moved to the city of Nara, which became the center of political and religious life in Japan. The Nara period of Japanese history lasted from 710 to 794 AD and is remembered as a golden age in Japanese history. During this time, Buddhism flourished, and many important works of art and literature were produced. The capital was moved to the city of Heian, where it would remain for over 1,000 years. The Heian period of Japanese history lasted from 794 to 1185 AD. During this time, The Tale of Genji, considered to be the world's first novel, was written. The Heian period was also notable for the development of a unique Japanese court culture that emphasized poetry, calligraphy, and painting. The Kamakura period of Japanese history lasted from 1185 to 1333 AD and marked the beginning of the samurai era in Japan. The first shogunate was established during this time, and the capital was moved to Kamakura. The Kamakura period also saw the rise of Zen Buddhism in Japan. The Muromachi period of Japanese history lasted from 1336 to 1573 AD and is sometimes referred to as the Ashikaga period. This era was marked by political instability and civil war as various feudal lords fought for control of the country. Despite the turmoil, the Muromachi period also saw the flourishing of arts and culture, particularly in the areas of painting, poetry, and drama. The Sengoku period of Japanese history lasted from 1467 to 1615. ADN was a time of civil war and strife in Japan, as numerous feudal lords known as daimyo battled for supremacy. The Sengoku period came to an end with the emergence of a single military dictator, Tokugawa Ieyasu, who established the Tokugawa shogunate and reunified the country under his rule. The Edo period of Japanese history lasted from 1603 to 1868 AD and is known as a time of peace and stability in Japan. During this time, the country was largely isolated from the rest of the world, allowing Japan to develop its own unique culture and arts. The Edo period also saw the rise of a merchant class in Japan, and the economy grew significantly. In the mid-19th century, Japan was forced to open its borders to Western trade and influenced by U.S. Commodore Matthew Perry. This event, known as the Black Ships Incident, marked the end of the Edo period and the beginning of the Meiji period of Japanese history. The Meiji period of Japanese history lasted from 1868 to 1912 AD. During this time, Japan underwent a rapid modernization and industrialization, transforming itself from a feudal society into a modern nation-state. The Meiji Restoration saw the abolition of the feudal system, the introduction of Western technology, and the expansion of Japan's military. This period was marked by significant growth and change in Japan and set the stage for its emergence as a major power in the 20th century. The Taisho period of Japanese history lasted from 1912 to 1926 AD. This period was relatively peaceful compared to the previous and following periods, and was marked by economic growth and social change in Japan. Despite the relative peace, tensions were growing between Japan and the Western powers as Japan sought to expand its influence in Asia. The Showa period of Japanese history lasted from 1926 to 1989 AD and encompassed a significant portion of the 20th century. This period was marked by major events such as the Great Depression, World War II, and the post-war economic recovery. The Showa period began with the accession to the throne of Emperor Hirohito and saw the rise of Japanese militarism and expansionism. Japan's involvement in World War II led to the country's defeat and the dropping of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. After the war, Japan experienced an economic miracle, becoming one of the world's leading economies. This period also saw significant social and technological advancements in Japan, including the rise of consumer culture, the introduction of new technologies, and the growth of major cities. The Showa period came to an end with the death of Emperor Hirohito in 1989, marking the transition to the Heisei period. The Heisei period of Japanese history lasted from 1989 to 2019 AD and is the most recent period in Japan's modern history. This period was marked by significant economic and social changes, including the collapse of the asset price bubble, the aging of the population, and the rise of new technologies. Despite these challenges, Japan continued to be a major player on the world stage and hosted several major international events, including the 1998 Winter Olympics and the 2020 Summer Olympics. The Heisei period came to an end with the abdication of Emperor Akihito in 2019, marking the beginning of the Reiwa period. The current period in Japan's history, Reiwa, began in 2019 with the accession to the throne of Emperor Naruhito. This period has been marked by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic in the country. As efforts to recover from the economic and social impacts of the pandemic. Despite the challenges, Japan continues to be a highly developed country with a strong economy and a rich cultural heritage. Japan's history is rich and complex, spanning thousands of years and encompassing a wide range of cultures, traditions, and values. From its early beginnings as a hunter-gatherer society to its emergence as a modern industrialized nation, Japan's history is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of its people. Today, Japan stands as a highly developed country with a strong economy, advanced technology, and a deep cultural heritage. Its history continues to shape its identity and its people's outlook on the world.